Welcome everybody to another episode of Wicked Glitches, the podcast. This is our special uber duper fantastical Christmas episode. Christmas isn't really Christmas. How you doing?
Happy Christmas, not Christmas. Christmas. This is
So many Christ masses.
so many's. So many Christ masses.
It's massively Christ. I would like to start this with a admission of guilt, because the world needs to know that we are human, and this episode will be the third time we are recording this episode because I did a massive fucko wacko and we lost audio on over 4 hours of content. That's entirely my fault, and I take accountability. I just want to point that out because we're human and we all fuck up sometimes, and I did.
Fuck up.
Fuck up.
Sorry.
So
That's just how I'm gonna say it now. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? Anytime, yeah, it's got to be
It's good enough for the
that
chickens.
noise. Yeah, if we say fuck, that's what it's got to be now. Like, for real.
For sure.
I think I was trying to use the crow noise, but I was like, no, I kind of. Yeah, I feel like it needs to be that.
It's the chickens. They know all.
Yeah. I found a chicken lady.
Because I've got my chicken sweater. So it's my hold on. I can't figure out, everything's backward. It's peck the halls. It actually does say peck the halls, but I don't, can I?
Girl, just stand up.
No, because then the dog will jump on me. And it's, she's got nails.
I would like
I'm just undressing.
a Scottish sweater, maybe with a Highland cow or a Loch Ness monster like Nessie. Yeah, that says feck the halls.
Feck the it exists. It exists. Somewhere it exists.
I know it does.
I will
It's
find it
got
for
to.
you, and I'm buying it for you. Merry fucking Christmas.
No,
The
I
Yule
mean,
Cat won't
I
eat you
feel-
now. We'll get to that, though.
I feel like it's something that has to happen now. Everybody must
No.
be aware.
Now it has to. It's everybody
Go
buy
buy
their
yourself
own.
socks at the least, okay? Just
Or you're
you've been
dead.
warned, and we will tell you why in a moment.
Yes. So we're going to go into the origins of Christmas. Not as extensively as Halloween, because I feel like Halloween's lesser known its origins, whereas in recent years, Christmas's ties to Yule and its origination has become more mainstream than it had previously. So,
Commercialized.
don't we love it? Not really, but
Oh
still.
yeah,
Kind
so
of.
love it. Oh, it's supposed to be about Jesus.
No, it's not.
Jesus is the reason
It's a
for the
lie.
what is it? The reason for the season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. He's the
Yeah.
reason for the season.
So-
He's not.
Spend money.
Sure. Go
Not
get
even
your
a-
Starbucks cup.
Birthday, whatever. Anyway, you're gonna get into it. Go, please. I will.
Yeah, we're
I
just
will-
gonna do a brief overview, and then we're gonna get into some funner lore. The Christmas tree, as we know it, was originally the Yule tree. Yule being a festival celebrating, the winter season, but like kind of coming out of the winter season or staving off the winter, as it were, with the evergreen trees that we're used to. Pine and noble firs. They would bring them inside and decorate them because it's bringing life inside to stave off, the winters are considered cold and dead. Everything's harsh. So bringing in life to kind of liven things up a little bit.
I was gonna say like us, dead. Inside.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I love winter. It makes so much sense now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Uh,
hate the sun.
So, decorating evergreen trees with natural items and candles, and it symbolized life. The Yule log, which has retained its name rightfully so. Blah, I'm having a stroke. It's fine.
Log.
You burn a large log for days, and it is to welcome the return of the sun. Holly and mistletoe were used to ward off spirits. Bad ones, probably. Like the ones, well, not the ones that visited Scrooge, but he definitely would have been a bad spirit if he would have passed before those spirits came and were like, hey, get your shit together, fucker. Feasting and drinks, which is, we all have Christmas dinner, we have Christmas parties. That comes from all the feasting that were central to the Yule celebrations, which they would have mulled ciders, spiced cakes, grand feasts. Gift giving probably originated from things like giving things offerings to the gods. Singing carols and the sound of bells were used to drive away evil spirits, kind of like Halloween. And a lot of people think Santa, besides the whole Saint Nick thing, originated from Odin because he would be seen flying through the sky during Yule. Speaking of Santa Claus, and this is something I just remembered and didn't speak about in the previous 2 iterations of this episode, have you heard about Saint Nick and his bones?
Wait, and where are we going with this?
Saint Nicholas has leaky bones.
Oh no, that's a new one.
And they leak, and they collect his leaky bone fluid, and it's a whole thing. Yeah, I don't know if they only leak around Christmas or what, but Saint Nicholas has leaky bones, and they collect his bone fluid. It's gross.
Who the fuck comes up with this weird ass shit?
Who's like,
I mean, maybe look, if you tell me like it's wait, that's gonna sound really bad. I'm not even gonna say it. But maybe like they have to collect it because that whatever he's leaking out is what provides him the magic to be able to visit all the homes.
I would like to just say the body of Saint Nicholas, the man Santa Claus is based on, resides in Bari, Italy. I'm probably butchering that and I apologize. The church claims that the bones of the saint are secreting a sweet smelling water called manna. And every May 9th, the priests remove a small amount of the liquid, which is said to contain healing powers. And you can purchase some in the church gift shop. That's right. You can get Santa's liquidy bone goodness to heal your aches and pains from the church gift shop.
Wait, I don't remember seeing. Wait, I don't. Wait, are we saying that it's in the Vatican?
No, Bari, Italy.
Okay.
The Vatican is Vatican City proper. But this is in Bari, Italy. I don't know where Bari is. It's Bari. They just have St. Nicholas's bones, which is who Santa's based on. And his bones leak, and they collect it on May 9th, and then they sell it to people in their gift shop and say, here's Santa's bone fluid. Enjoy. Take it like aspirin. And they call it manna. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers!
I'm having I don't know. I mean, it's off the coast of Italy. It's like at the top of the heel.
I genuinely broke her just now with Santa's bone fluid.
Yeah, it's
a lot.
Oh, I don't even know what to do with that. Yeah, it's very far away from Rome and the Vatican City, but I was like, I've never heard of this. This has not been taught in catechism or yes, I did go and I had to do all the
you obviously
confirmation
didn't do it
and
the right way because you didn't learn about Santa's bone juice.
Yeah, can we just call it bone bleed? Like, I feel like that would be better than bone juice because honestly, bone juice is just giving a wrong impression.
You don't like Santa's
My imagination
bone juice?
is really going somewhere it shouldn't.
I'm gonna make a drink, a holiday drink called Santa's bone juice. Oh my god, we can also make tonics. I'm like maxing out my mic right now. I'm so excited. And we can make little bottles that are like Santa's bone juice heals all your ouchie boo-boos if you're naughty or nice.
Oh. Well, I mean,
God.
I guess if you can get Jesus juice, you can get bone juice too, so.
Santa's bone juice. It's not any man. Jeez.
I know, but I'm just saying, it's like.
So that's another thing that I found out about, and I was like, I have to share that. Other lore that's fantastic, and my favorite part of Christmas is Krampus, which is, an Eastern European tale, folklore, of which Santa Claus has a counterpart that, while Santa goes around giving good kids their toys and treats and whatnot, Krampus goes along and gets all the bad kids, and he beats the shit out of them with sticks and shoves them in his basket and carries them off. And I love
Yep.
that. That's great.
Yep.
Because what is Eastern Europe if not torture your children with evil stories about if they misbehave, they're going to be suffering in the worst, most fucking torturous ways. And if you're good, maybe you'll just live.
I mean,
Not
maybe.
happily ever after. Not happily ever after. You're just gonna live. That's it. So
Yeah, I mean, look, if you want to learn more about him, you can watch the movie Red One, and that's with Chris Evans, Dwayne Johnson, and J.K. Simmons, where J.K. Simmons is playing a very ripped Santa Claus.
oh, not the polar
So
bear.
he's probably not leaking any bone juice.
Uh,
Um,
maybe he's leaking a lot of
the
bone juice. Maybe he's using
Yeah, but
steroids
maybe the
and that's the
snowmen
bone
are,
juice.
because have you seen the snowmen
No, I
in that
haven't watched the
movie?
movie. I don't know anything about it.
Dude, they're like on steroids.
Oh,
It's
I don't like
and you
that.
get their like you get to see their butt cheeks. Like it's really fucking weird. Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
Here for
Um,
your the movie is really good though. Like it's a really fun movie.
butts.
So for those of you who haven't seen it, Santa Claus gets kidnapped and basically Dwayne Johnson is like part of his security team. Chris Evans is the naughty kid that grows up and
Krampus
they
didn't take
team
him.
up to go save Sandy Claus. And there's a lot of cute, fun jokes. The banter between the two is quite funny. It's a fun holiday movie, but the best part of it is that Santa Claus's brother, Krampus, has his
Spoilers.
annual, it's not really a
Oh, okay.
spoiler.
I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's
like
just
the
he just
ending. I was like, oh no, spoilers.
no. Krampus
Okay.
slap.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's seen it in the trailer if you watch the trailer. So really, and the movie's been out for a year.
Okay.
So really,
Well,
that's it though. So it's just there's a slapping contest.
and you know what else is
It's
great
hilarious.
is that reminds me in Germany they have Krampusnacht, which is a huge parade of
Oh yeah,
Krampuses, which is amazing. And these aren't like
yeah.
goofy little shitty put together costumes. These are like top tier.
No,
Like some
they're
of them are movie
good.
quality, head to toe. Krampus is kind of a goat man. He's got horns. He's covered in fur, kind of like Sasquatch, but more vicious and malevolent and demonic, but in a fun way. You know, as
Yeah,
fun as it
it's
can be.
really really cool. The it's what's hilarious too is that they have I don't want to call it like a full on marching band, but the clip that I watched most recently was a fucking Krampus just on his
Oh
drum.
yeah,
Drum,
yeah.
drum, drum, boom, boom. And I was like, this is so great.
I
I
don't
was
know
like, I
how they
love
do.
this so much.
They do such crazy stuff in those costumes,
Yeah.
considering they're covered in
Mm-hmm.
fursuits. But they do firework too, which is insane because like
Yep.
you'd think they'd go up like a Roman candle, but I don't know. But my
You
favorite
know,
part
I mean,
is they bring kids to this and the kids love it, despite the fact that like I said, Eastern European culture is very much teach your kids behave or die.
yeah.
But the kids love it. They love it.
I
They're like,
mean,
Krampus, beat the shit out of me. Shove me in your sack. Which I don't
no,
know if you should be
no.
yelling that, but kids, man.
Yeah. We're just
I'm
gonna leave
just,
that one alone. Yeah, let's just leave that one alone.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, but you did bring up the bells, and I know I did mention
Bells.
this previously, where I was like, maybe I'm a demon, which could
Yes.
explain a lot of things because there was a woman and she annoyed the piss out of me. Oh my God, I can't even begin to describe
So she
this
was a
woman.
person.
Every, huh?
So she was a person.
No, mm,
People annoy you. You don't like
yeah,
people.
well, yes, but I mean, really annoyed.
Mm.
Like I can't explain how much all this woman did was complain, complain. And, because I was nice to her once, I was the one that was stuck with it. So thank the
See,
gods
don't be
that
nice to
I'm not
people.
in the office. I know, but
Don't do
I
it.
was young then. I didn't understand. I
I
thought
was
I
young
had
and
to be nice.
foolish.
I was a foolish young lass. And every holiday season, she put bells on her sneakers and she would walk around because she did like she would drop off either mail or if you needed stationery or anything like work related, right? Like, so if you needed supplies, she was your person. And so she would just walk around with her cart, the fucking bells on her feet. I mean, at least I knew she was coming, so I could either
You know,
hide or run
yeah.
away or something.
At least she announced
But
her presence so you could prepare yourself by diving under your desk or fucking off out a window, you know? So, I mean, really, she
yeah,
did you a service. The rest of the year, you were
yeah.
tortured because you never knew. She would just be there and you're like, fuck!
You really didn't know because she was
Yeah.
an extremely short woman.
Oh,
Like
see?
really short.
So she should have worn the bells all the time.
Yes.
There you
So
go.
maybe I'm not demonic. Okay, I
No.
don't know, but
Maybe she
yeah,
was just a
no, no,
cat.
thank
A
you.
really shitty cat.
No, let's not put that on cats.
Mm, depends on the
That's
cat.
rude.
I've had some asshole. Orange cat. Orange cat. We're not gonna get into that. That's speaking of cats, though. We're on the topic of cats. Regale
Oh,
us
yes.
because I have gotten a new sweater and I know I am safe. But does anyone else know if they are safe or how or why?
I mean, I'm safe,
Did you
but
get new
I
clothes?
don't know if we can speak for our listeners.
Oh, there's only one way they'll find out if they're safe, and I think you should be the one to tell
Yeah.
them.
So the way you guys are going to find out is that if you didn't buy or receive an article of clothing, new article of clothing, the Yule Cat's going to come and tear your head off. I mean, no,
Facts.
it's just going to eat your body. It's going to be a whole fucking Attack on Titan situation
Yeah.
because, yeah, right? Except for the exposed muscle. Okay. It's not that bad. But, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, y'all are going to have to look it up.
Attack
But
on Titan, but cute.
yeah, but furry?
Yeah, but
No.
but
Because they're
but
yeah,
furry.
no, they're animals. Yeah, no, no, it's a cat. So anyway, you have like a 2-story tall cat. I'm just saying 2 stories. It could be taller, it could be 3 stories. I don't know. But this damn cat, fluffy and cute, just comes in and goes, you smell like old clothing. I'm gonna eat you. And then you're its little mouse. So, yeah, be prepared, y'all, because if you don't get some new clothing, Yule Cat's gonna just annihilate you.
Yeah, the Yule Cat is Catzilla. Of the
Nyah.
Norse cat, correct?
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Viking giant Catzilla that says, "I hate old clothes. You must die." So that's
Exactly.
fantastic tradition. I'm here for that. It's a great excuse to get new
I,
clothes.
sometimes you need something like that. You need to be
Yeah,
forced to purchase clothing.
I agree. I agree. So save yourselves, everyone. Buy clothes for the people you love, and if you don't love them, get
Exactly.
them nothing. Let the Yule Cat take them out, or not. I don't know.
That's true.
That
Yeah,
is
for sure. Hold on, I gotta
wiggle and
fix
woggle.
myself. My old lady body is
My,
apparently
I was
not
looking for
happy
my
right
Yule
now.
Cat. My Yule Cat kind of fucked off somewhere. So before we get into personal traditions, I wanted to recap something we had talked about that I'm like very valid. Why don't you bring up about or touch on the topic of the missing scene from one of the most beloved Christmas movies, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Um, so yeah, it was really really funny. Someone had posted on Facebook that they were quote today years old when they saw um the scene with Yukon Cornelius and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer where he licks the pickaxe. And it's funny because, look, growing up as a kid, I liked that movie. So it was always tradition that we would watch that every year. But we had it on DVD.
And a lot of people
So it
didn't.
wasn't, Yeah. And
But it would be on
so,
TV, which is normal. That's how
yeah,
a lot
so
of us watched
those,
it.
yeah. And so a lot of people who watched it saw one version, whereas I saw another. And I always found it very interesting where, like, you could be talking to someone about a movie and they're like, well, I liked this, this, and this. I'm like, oh, well, I like this scene. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, how do you not know that that exists? And they're like, because it doesn't.
They
It's
try
like a
and go
long,
for
long time
the
ago.
Mandela effect, and it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah. But, like, for example, there's Star Wars. There is a scene that has been out of it for a very long time. And I vaguely remember watching it, but I couldn't remember if I saw it on, because my grandmother had this TV and VCR repair shop. So she had all of these movies, and she had one of the like original releases of Star Wars, which no, I don't have it anymore. It was watched religiously. Um, and so I vaguely remember it was him. And of course, I'm forgetting the guy's name, but they were talking about, Luke staying on Tatooine and or how Luke wanted to leave. And it was not a scene that was needed. Well, everybody told me that it didn't exist. And then I got a copy of the script because, you can buy just copies
Yeah.
of movie scripts. And lo and behold, it was in there. And I was like, y'all suck. You can just, eat a bowl of dick. I knew it existed.
But the
Same
thing,
thing with Goonies and the octopus. It's like, don't
yeah.
tell me that I did not see something when I know I saw it.
But that's the thing is a lot of people don't realize that when you air a movie on TV, things do get cut. So if you ever
Yes.
watched it on TV, like for example, I have only ever watched the Ten Commandments on TV, which is an insanely long movie. And it's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite Easter tradition. But I always watch it because there's one scene really upsets me, and the other one I think is hilarious. But I always watch the Ten Commandments. And that I guarantee is probably a lot longer and there's scenes missing, but because they're airing it on TV and they have commercials and they have to fit it within a certain window of time because that everything takes up a time block of like an hour, but like guess what? Episodes aren't an hour. They're usually 46 minutes or 52 minutes
Right.
because of commercials. It's the same thing with those movies. So,
Mm-hmm.
as you were saying with the Cornelius part, people were like, that doesn't exist. I've never seen this. Is the first time I've ever seen this. And it's like, but if you grew up only ever watching Rudolph on TV, because back in the day we didn't have streaming services, we had live TV and what you had at home or what you rented. And a lot of people did not own Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on
Nope.
VHS. So it would just come on and it's like, oh, it's going to air on Tuesday. You'd look at your TV guide, blast from the past, and you'd be like, I'm going to watch it at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. And then you'd watch it and you'd have your commercials and you'd, do what, oh God, I feel so old. Ugh. But you'd watch it and be like, yay. Now, as a child, if I was like at daycare or in elementary school, sometimes they'd be like, we have a special treat. We're going to watch the video. And during that time, you'd be like, oh, you see the whole thing. So it's funny to me that, yeah, this guy's like, I've never seen this scene. It's like, it's been there the whole time. You probably just never watched the full thing uncut from having
Yeah.
commercials.
They were just the unfortunate soul that did not get to see it,
Yeah, it
you know,
happens. It
in it
happens
in
with a
all its
lot.
glory.
Yeah.
It happens a lot for sure. That's why, anytime it comes down to whether or not to like purchase a DVD or anything like that, or just watch it on streaming, I still would prefer to have a hard copy
Yeah.
just because you never know what's cut out. Also, you don't get any bonus features if you're watching it on a streaming service. Like sometimes
Exactly.
you can, but more often
No.
than not. Like Disney Plus is good at that. Like if you go to the extra features, they'll actually
Netflix doesn't
have
really.
some of them, but not really all of them. Maybe
Net
Prime does it too now, because if you go and look at the
Maybe, but
actors and
Netflix
stuff.
does it with certain content that they know people are like with Witcher. They did a bunch of special like bestiaries and behind the scenes like you can go, if you go to like bring up anything Witcher, it'll show like a collection of,
Yeah.
there's the Witcher
Hmm.
log. So it's like the Witcher Yule log type thing. It's the Care Morn fireplace.
Oh,
And
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, they've
Hmm.
got a whole selection. Same thing with the new Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein. There's behind the scenes stuff for that they released, and I haven't watched it yet, and I need to because I love that movie. But that's a completely different story. I agree.
I'm
Always go with
assuming
physical
it's,
media.
yeah, and I'm assuming that it's, if it's a Netflix original type of thing, they're
Yeah.
going to put more in
Oh
there.
yeah. Well, because they have the
Otherwise,
right to. It's a lot
well,
easier for
if
them. They
they,
have the content and the capability to put together, whereas that other stuff is usually on like the DVD specifically and trying to get the rights to that content and upload it on top of, all. I don't know how much extra work that is per thing. Plus, like Lord of the Rings is a great example. That's a lot
yeah,
of extra content per DVD. Like
yeah.
it's insane.
Hmm.
It's literally like what 22 hours of extra content or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so I
Pretty
get why it's
much.
like, maybe not for everything.
It's
Maybe
pretty
just
much
for
an
our
additional
stuff.
day.
It's
It's like
insane.
an additional day of watching.
Yeah,
So,
and that's if you
yeah,
have
it's
like
a
those
lot.
special collector editions, which I have at least one or two
Yeah.
of, and they're intense. They're like super.
Hmm.
Gosh, I hope Frankenstein's gonna be like that because I know it's gonna come out on hard copy at some point, and I'm gonna pre-order that immediately. So
Oh
excited!
yeah.
But back
Yeah,
to
what I loved
Christmas.
about, oh, well, real quick though, but for the
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings special edition, um I got the special edition and it came with two, they're not like glasses that you drink out of, but they're these very large, like one was for Rohan, um and then the other one was it the Urkai? Maybe I'm trying to think. I can't remember what the other one was for, but I mean, they were really cool and they had like symbols on them and stuff. And I was like, ah, sweet. And then the other one had like almost bookcases or bookends.
Mm,
Um, and that was pretty cool too. Those were the large statues.
nifty.
Um, well, they weren't large, but they're the going into, well, anyway, we're getting off topic. Let's go back to Christmas.
Christmas time. I think we talked about, or we're when we recorded the episode prior, um, Christmas like traditions that we take part in, our
Yeah,
personal Christmas traditions. So do you want to
which
jump into yours?
I have none. I was just kidding.
You have one
Honestly,
that you haven't been keeping up with.
do I?
Mm-hmm. With
I don't even
cooking.
remember what I said. Well, I mean, look, I it's just the Boo and I. So really
Mm-hmm.
we don't have kids, the family's 3,000 miles away. So all of those like normal traditions that families have, we don't really have them. I mean, I don't even have a Christmas tree up right now, which is kind of sad, but also it's like the month's pretty much halfway over. So it's like, do I go and rip
Yeah.
all that stuff out of storage? I don't know. But we do have movies that we watch every single year for Christmas, which I'm assuming everybody else does. Christmas Vacation, Die Hard, Love Actually, even though there are movies in there that I will watch year round if I just have a bug up my butt. Um, but I do also like to cook, so every year I will make sure to make pierogies. I
That's the
love
one.
pierogies. I don't really make the potato cheese ones anymore.
Offensive.
Yeah, I mean, they're just kind of there. I don't know. Like I make one, and this one may not be for you, but then again, you would know the flavor, but not the texture, if that makes sense. But I do ground beef, sauerkraut, and mushrooms. But I saute the mushrooms so they're nice and buttery. Then we cook the ground beef. And then you add the sauerkraut and then you add them into the It's a dumpling, okay? Just if that's easier for people to figure it out. But they kind of look like tiny empanadas
Yeah.
if you're thinking shape wise. So yeah, and we don't. we don't deep fry them. We will boil them, and
Hmm.
then we like to add some butter to the pan and pan fry them so they just get a little
Ooh,
bit of crispiness. Yeah.
like gyoza.
Really tasty. Really, really
Yum.
tasty. So yeah, those are the ones that I usually make. Um, I don't know. I mean, I love cheese and I love potatoes, but for some reason, those ground beef ones just hit different. And I rather have my potato cheese, as something else, maybe like a loaded baked potato with a steak or something. Then I can get my potato cheese. And I will, because look, if you've never made a dumpling before, pierogies are very time consuming.
That's, yeah,
So,
dumplings in a nutshell. They're time consuming.
yeah, you just don't want to it's a lot. It's
I
a
get it.
lot.
That's why
So,
you do it for Christmas once a year. It's like
yes,
Thanksgiving dinner
once
where
a
it's like,
year,
ugh.
which I'm sure the booze uh deceased great grandparents are like, "Why do you not make them all the time?" I was like, "You know what? Look, we can't. We can't. We don't have the time like y'all used to, and we don't live during the Great Depression. But then again, who knows? We might hit a massive recession, and I might have to go to making pierogies day in and day out. So,
I don't know. I
who
live in a
knows,
pretty greatly depressed time, I feel like.
Well, mental depression, yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
that's
mental depression
daily,
and
but I mean,
financial
like,
depression, different. Got it. Okay.
yeah, I mean, which leads to mental depression as well. So, I mean, look,
Exactly.
it's a lot. It's a lot. Full circle.
That's fine.
All right, what about you?
Um, recent years things have changed quite a bit. We used to do the whole tree. That was a huge deal, was getting a tree. Because of the cats, that's not really a possibility right now. We have tile floors, and I have cats who like to get in the tree, and I have pictures of the tree before and after the cat, and
It's
it
not funny, but
it
it's
looks
funny.
like the tree
It's
went through a tornado. It's horrible. So it's like the cats only do it when we're asleep too, so I can't really do anything about it. And I don't want them breaking the ornaments, or I tried to do only ornaments that they couldn't break, like ones that were wood or fur, not really real fur, but like fluffy stuffed stuff. And of course, they just stole them. And so then I was constantly picking up ornaments and putting them back up so that the dogs wouldn't destroy them, because they're like, ooh, something stuffed on the floor. So we
yeah.
haven't done a tree. I did a small one last year, a little like 2.5, 3 footer, and I put it up on like a table, and the cats were still fucking with it. And so I was like, all right, well, fuck it. So we didn't do a tree this year, but I did put Christmas decorations up. That has been a thing that I try and do every year. I didn't do it last year, but I last year was hard. But this year I got them up. I like to do my icicle lights, and they're not those. Do you remember when icicle lights came out and they were like wires with just lights bulbs intermittently?
Sorry, I was watching.
I know. Hey, stop. But it was like a straight wire across, and then it would have wires hanging down with like
Yeah.
bulbs intermittently. Okay, I
Oh God,
hate
my grandmother
those.
would make me hang those.
I
Yeah.
hate those. I think
My,
that I'm like, it
yeah.
doesn't look like icicles. It just looks like strings of lights just hanging
Yeah.
off. It looks, I don't like it. The ones that I have actually look physically like they're plastic icicles with LED
Yeah.
lights inside them,
I
and
like those better.
I love those. So I got those up. I got my 8 foot inflatable Christmas chicken up. I got my, just like nothing crazy, but enough that I'm like, it's festive, it's fun, fantastic. So that was a big deal to go back and start doing that tradition again. In recent years, we've switched from doing the Thanksgiving turkey and holiday or Christmas ham to Christmas. We do enchiladas, chicken and cheese. They're delicious. It may not be super festive, but they're a family favorite year round. So like we're like, fuck
That's
it,
all that
let's
matters.
enchiladas. Because
Look,
holidays, I know a lot of Hispanic cultures do um tamales. I was gonna say empanadas.
tamales.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, listen, tamales are festive because people associate them with the holidays. Why not enchiladas? Enchiladas are delicious, and they're red sauce. It's festive. Fuck off. Okay. So that's been a tradition recently. And then
Sorry.
we do the whole
It's
like,
funny that you you bring up tamales. So when my grandmother lived close to me, um, the neighbors that moved in to, so she lived kind of like in a trailer park, like a mobile home park. And across the street was one of her friends. It's a 55 and up, but I think some things changed where they changed the age limit. And this very nice Hispanic couple moved in from Mexico City, and mom and dad come to visit for Christmas. The kids were just dolls. And then all of the sudden, everybody, oh, hi, mommy. Do you want to come say hi? The entire family comes over. So it's two kids, mom and dad, and then grandma and grandpa. No, honey, you can't do that. You shake the thing and it looks like earthquake. Okay, thank you. Um, with this huge, like, tin with aluminum foil on top. And their English isn't great. And thank God I can understand Spanish, but my speaking Spanish is not, it's been a while, but I
Hmm.
can understand it at least because my school bestie, her dad was from Chihuahua. So I would watch novellas with him when I would go over to the house. Anyway, so we get this big old thing, and grandma decided, you guys have been so nice with all the help and everything that we wanted to bring you some tamales. And no joke, they were beef, chicken, and then there was another flavor that I couldn't remember that was sweet and a strawberry one. And I was
Mm.
like, I never thought about dessert tamales because anytime that I would go over to friends' houses, they would have just the savory tamales. So I was like, ah, sweet. Okay. No, so I had like strawberry flavored tamales and I was like, this is fucking crazy, but I like it.
Listen, if it's
I dig it.
maybe it's part of their family tradition, and that's
And I know a lot of people, including Boo, where they're like, dude, I fucking hate tamales. And I was like, then you haven't had a good one. Because if you're not using the right, like there's like this
it
corn
can,
ratio,
yeah,
and you have to use lard, which a lot of people don't like using lard. Lard is not the best for you, but when you are making tamales, you use lard. Like you
also the
don't fuck
brands
around.
can make a big difference too, because when I make
It's just like
enchiladas,
tortillas.
well, it's the no, because like I'm talking like for enchiladas, the sauce you use, which again tamales will have, like, you can get sauce and stuff if
Yes.
you're not making it
Hi,
from
mommy.
scratch. The
Right.
sauce can ruin it utterly
Oh, a
if it's not
hundred
the,
percent.
like, I accidentally got Las Palmas, and I hate Las Palmas
Oh no, Las
enchilada sauce. It's
Palma is
awful. It's gross. It's
nope.
disgusting. Don't get it.
No offense if
Um,
y'all like it, but no
no, you're
thank you.
wrong.
No thank you.
Offense, massive offense.
Oh,
Don't put
oh,
it on my
mommy, mommy.
enchiladas. Um, but finishing off my traditions, we usually do Christmas Eve. We do with his family typically. This year's a little different, and then we always do Christmas morning. I do with my mom, no matter what, and we do breakfast, and then we open gifts, and then usually a Christmas dinner in the evening, and that's how
Oh,
it
very
goes.
nice.
And my favorite part is
Very
always
nice.
the stocking, because I love my stocking. My mom made my stocking when I was really little, so I don't know if she made it while I was a baby or what, but she for years has been like, let me get you a new stocking, let me get you a bigger stocking. Yours, like, nothing
You're
ever
like,
fits in
no.
it, because it's a little, I mean, it's an average size, like,
It was
kid
for when you
stocking.
were a, yeah.
And get down, please, thank you. So I love it, and it's my favorite thing. She's like, nothing ever fits in it, let me get you a bigger stock. And I'm like, no, this is my stocking, and I love it, and it's the only stocking I'll ever need or use ever. So I love my stocking.
I'm surprised that she doesn't just put a stocking 2.0 under the, well, you don't have a tree, but you can still use yours, but if she needs more room, then just,
Ah,
you know, 2.0.
just like safety pin a stocking behind it, so it's like a double
Yeah.
stocking.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And
It's
then,
fine.
yeah, that works for me.
Right?
I mean,
It's
I'd be
fine.
fine with that.
So, kind of bummed. I
Oh my
haven't
gosh.
put them out in recent years, because, like, you got to get I don't have a mantle, so you got to get the stocking holders, and they have to be heavy enough, because Lord knows if you put something too heavy on whatever or in the stocking while you have the little
Right.
holder, it'll just go over the edge, and that's terrifying. So
Oh,
I
yeah, for sure.
haven't done that in recent years. Also, like, I don't know, something we've had personal tragedies during the holidays that have kind of marred the season for us. So we're not as festive as we once were. There's a lot of,
Right.
you know, morose
Well,
feelings.
and I think another thing too is that as you get older, priorities change, things change. There's just, it's not the same magic
Especially if you don't
that it
have
used to
kids
be.
to make the magic for,
Yeah.
then it's
And like
like,
if I was
eh.
at home more with my niece and nephew, like I would totally be like, oh yeah, I would, you
Yeah.
know, dude, I would holiday the fuck out.
But
Like it would be
also,
great.
it just gets so
With the eggnog and
stressful.
everything, I would be drunk as
Yeah.
fuck.
It gets so stressful now because of just the way that things are in society in general that like
Yeah.
it's like, well, great, now I have to, like, I love buying gifts for people, and I love wrapping gifts, and I love all of that. But when you're like, well, fuck, I have, like, everything's expensive right now, prices have gone up dramatically, so that's, inconvenient. And then you've got the fact that, like, just everything's expensive. Premiums on
Yeah.
everything are going up. I right now I'm having medical bills come in that I have to deal with, and that's a priority, and that takes a good chunk of money. And so it's like, well, I'm sorry, I can't go buy frivolously I would love to do, because I love giving people I love gifts. I That is one of my love languages, is gift giving. So Christmas for me, I'm like,
Yeah.
yay! But now it's like, oh no, I gotta go pay $120 to a bone doctor. He's not taking my bone juice, but it's okay. So I'm not
I don't,
Santa.
okay, look, not no offense. I don't, at least I don't want it to be offensive, but I don't know if I would necessarily want your bone juice because you have you I would like to save it just to have a piece of you, but I wouldn't want to use it because I don't feel like the healing quality
I
would
understand.
be
And if you want a piece of
as
me, I have a special piece just for you. You
ah,
you can have
thank
my
you.
crooked finger. When I die, you get my crooked finger.
Thank you.
Merry
Thank you so
Christmas.
much. Do you want my crooked big toe? Because
Oh
that
my
will
god,
be
we can trade? Yes! That's so exciting.
they'll bury me with your crooked finger and you'll get my crooked
Oh,
toe.
that's so
I love it.
cute.
All right, I'll let Boo know,
Gross.
you let Trav know, and this is where we'll
Okay.
be.
I'm putting it in my will.
They're gonna say we are the weirdest fucking people in the world, which yes,
Is
I
it?
am.
Is that true? I
I
don't
To
know.
us it's I mean, look, there I guess it depends on what your definition of weird is, but
Weird is fun. Listen, it's a good time.
our weird is fun.
It is.
Maybe a little dark, but overall fun
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm happy with that. I'm
Um,
done with that. All right. Well,
yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any other Christmas things you want to celebrate
No,
with? No.
I don't really think so. I mean, we're just gonna go do some like Christmas Eve dinner
Mm.
at a steakhouse. And then there's this French restaurant that we found out that is unfortunately closing, but
Oh.
they're doing a whole like New Year's Eve feast.
Oh, that's fun.
So I was like, "Oh hell yeah, we gonna get some good like duck confit and
Ooh.
I'm gonna eat it
Very
up,
nice.
be so happy."
Can you get
Um,
beignets?
they actually, I think they do have them.
Because Freya is obsessed with beignets, and she got upset because Costco had Nutella filled beignets, so she couldn't have the center, but she was like obsessed and wouldn't leave us alone when we would eat them. So I keep going, I need to find you beignets. And she, every time we eat something, she gets this face, and I go, beignet? So
Oh, poor
Freya
baby.
needs beignets, man.
Apparently, Umi would like to grace us with her presence. Hi,
Yeah,
mommy. She's
it's a
very
Yule Cat.
cuddly.
She's
Yeah,
coming to
it's
take the
really
people with
funny
no
though.
clothes.
So, Italians kind of have a close tradition to a beignet. Umi, please do not put your butthole. Thank you. Um,
Christmas
no,
butthole.
no, 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 no. Stop.
Hammer time.
Da-na-na-na. They have growing up on the East Coast, especially if you go to the Jersey Shore, you can get these all over the place, and they're called Zeppelis. And they look like these really
Are they the
big,
little
like
square ones?
round.
Oh no, they're round ones. Okay.
They look
What am
like
I
donut
thinking of?
holes, but they're big. But they're the same consistency. So because
Ooh.
we didn't really have a lot of places back in the day that where it would be easy to get what is it? Beignets. But yeah, Zeppelis are basically they're just a fried dough ball.
Maybe
And
I can
you
make.
dust them with powdered sugar.
How hard
You
is
can
it
also make them
really to
savory
make?
too.
How hard is it
Huh?
really to make beignets? Is the real question. Can
They're
I make
not a
beignets?
yes, you can. Because you can cook, and I have
I
faith in
just,
you.
I just feel like, yes, you can. I was like, oh well, I guess I can. Isola said so. So guys, I'm gonna make beignets. I'm actually this year going to be making a bunch of Christmas cookies, um, as like a holiday treat for some people. So that's on my docket for this upcoming week. Is I'm making I think 6 different kinds of Christmas cookies, pumpkin bread, and chocolate covered caramels. Basically, I hate
That sounds
myself,
amazing.
but it's gonna be delicious.
Yeah, I mean, I would say when it comes to beignets, the only thing that would be a little difficult is just making sure that you're not overworking the dough.
And that I'm
But
not
it's
setting my house on
literally,
fire.
well, that too. But it's literally bread dough, activated yeast, evaporated milk,
I think I have all of that.
eggs, um, let's see, vanilla extract, and then you have your confectioner sugar for the
The
end.
outside.
And
I'm
I highly
sorry.
recommend getting brown paper bags and shaking them in the bag because it makes it so much easier to
I just
get the.
thought back to when we went to Knott's and we got those beignets that had the raspberry sauce and the chocolate, and we were
Oh,
sitting
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Ghost Town, and we would go to take a bite and inevitably breathe in and have powdered sugar hit us in the back of the throat, so we'd start choking,
And start choking.
and powdered
Yeah.
sugar would go flying out of our mouth like fucking smoke.
It's so
It
funny
was every bite.
because it happened to us when we were kids too, and you'd think we
Mm-hmm.
would have learned.
No, no.
No. And
Oh,
it
but it
just
was so
made it
funny.
so much more special because we could both share that coughing, smoke-filled moment.
Yep. Yep. And just like choking on the fucking powdered sugar, laughing at each
Yeah.
other, choking because of the laughing and the powdered
Yep.
sugar. Like, I don't know how we didn't die because and people are just walking by as we're just like spewing powdered sugar bombs.
Yeah.
Good time, man. Good time. All
Yep.
right.
I
Well,
mean, I enjoyed it.
I think that's gonna wrap us up for our Christmassy goodness. And we'll see everybody next time. And happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holy days.
I hope everybody has a whatever holiday or religious denomination you are. I hope it all goes well and is nothing but brightness and cheer and peace and all that happy goodness. So we will see you next time or next year.
Bye. Next year.
Bye.